Hello everybody, Neil here. In this tutorial we're going to look at rhythmical sidechain. In the last tutorial we looked at sidechain compression, otherwise known as ducking, and that was where we put this kick drum, the rhythm of this kick drum, onto a compressor on each of these synths, creating that pulsing effect every time the kick drum hits. That was what we did in the last session. Now, this session, we're going to look at putting this drum beat the rhythm of this drum beat we're going to put onto this synth line. And then we're going to see if we prefer this drum beat, the rhythm of this drum beat, on the same synth line to see which we prefer. So it's sidechain, but it's rhythmical. Last time we used a compressor, this time we're going to use a gate. So if I click on the channel and come down to dynamics, that's where we found the compressor, and if we come to the bottom we come to a noise gate. A gate will open and close every time a noise happens. That's basically what happens with a gate. So when there's no noise, the gate stays shut, and when there is noise, the gate opens and we will hear the synth line. So let's have a listen to the synth line with no gate on it. And then we put the gate on. So here's now the gate on this synth line. First thing we need to do is look for bell ring a beat as a sidechain option. So we come to the sidechain area here and we click and we go to audio, and there is bell ring a beat in the list. So that's great. We found bell ring a beat. Now the reduction where I'm circling now, for this purpose now, I want to keep it on minus 100. We want full reduction. We want the gate to completely close. And where the gate is going to start closing and opening depends on the threshold. So we're just going to have the attack, hold and release quite low for now, while we bring the threshold round to the right. Right, you can hear stuff starting to happen now. It's not very smooth, but that because we've now got to play with the attack, the hold and the release. The attack is how quickly the gate opens. If it opens too quickly, it will sound not nice, it will sound bitty. If you have the hold, is how long the gate stays open for. So right now, with it down here, you can hear it's not holding open very long. But if I turn it all the way around to the right, it's going to hold open forever. So it's like the gate isn't working, it's staying open all the time. Bring it back round, and you can hear it's not holding open as long. I need to have a bit of attack there because I want the gate to open a bit more gradually. Now the release is how quickly the gate closes. So again, having it too far to the right means it will never really shut. So the release and the hold are kind of similar in some ways. They go together. So for now, as you're learning about gates, kind of move the hold and the release together at the same time. I want the gate to shut a bit more quickly. So there's a bit of playing around to do with the threshold, the attack, the hold and the release. But eventually you'll get to somewhere where you're quite happy. And here's one I played around with earlier. Oh, see, I had the threshold much lower on this one. So let's have a listen to then, what have I got in the side chain? We're going to go for the first one, bell ring a beat, which is this beat. And I've imposed that on these synths, beat together strings they're called. Let's hear what that sounds like. Now without the gate, it sounds like this. Which sounds quite nice. It might be nice to have a few bars of that and then drop the gate in. Bit of variation. Okay. Now I like that. That sounds good. But I'm interested to hear what this sounds like with black tie beat on it instead of bell ringer beat on it. So let's go to the same gate and simply change the sidechain option. So I've got bell ringer beat on, but now I want to have black tie beat. So let's try that. Okay, so that's the black tie beat rhythm imposed on the B together strings. But let's hear what it sounds like with bell ringer beat jamming along. I like it, I'm going to keep that. And now I want to hear what it sounds like with my sidechain compression from the previous tutorial. Let's hear that. Sidechain compressions. Rhythmical sidechain. All together one more time. Nice one.